Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing something a little bit different in a series I'd like to call Build With Me, where I theory craft a deck from an archetype or against an archetype. Will the deck work? Or will it be a random pile of cards put together? I don't know, but let's find out. As you can see, we are on DigimonCard.dev, a very helpful tool and resource for Digidestins or Digimon Tamers out there. I find using this tool to be better than sorting through all my cards for these types of things. And we will be playing these decks against an appropriate deck, either through a physical game or a tabletop simulator, to verify the viability of these decks. Okay, let's get started. To kick off this series, I would like to build a fun deck around the loose cards we got from the starter decks and whatever cards we pulled from booster boxes. Yes, even though we have all the cards at our disposal, I still like to limit it to the ones I currently have. I really think this is the best time and the best way to play the game. Because cards are limited at this time, I can't just go out and buy singles. And I'm guessing it's the same case for a lot of people. So using only cards that are easily obtainable is better than building the best deck. That way everyone can still have a taste for the game and how the game is supposed to actually be played, instead of just picking up the starter decks and feeling that they're too clunky to see if it's actually worth investing for themselves. Another theme for this deck I wish to build would be anti-Rookie Rush. Rookie Rush is running rampant right now in our meta next to Omnimon Blue, Omnimon Red. I want to say about 30% of the time you will run into a Rookie Rush. Rookie Rush is really cheap to build and cheap to play, easy to play. So that's why I want to build an anti-Rookie Rush deck. That way when you do go to tournaments, you could potentially play against someone and win a few games. For those people who are starting out, this might feel good. But yes, that's the reason why I wish to build this deck. And also, having both this deck and the Rookie Rush deck in your arsenal, in your gauntlet, is a great way for you and a new friend, friend who wish to get into the game, to sit down and just play against each other and have a good time. You might win some games, they might win some games, but overall you'll have a good time, and you might even get a new player to be interested in the game. So, without further ado, let's get started. Anti-Rookie Rush, so what I'm thinking right now is, with Rookie Rush, there's not going to be any evolution source. Oh, I should probably click the deck builder. So the tools up here are very useful, right? How to play, deck builder, deck list. And then these tools down here are great. You can stack the cards, right? You can show the full cards and have it stacked like this, or you just take off the stack and you can show you have 4 of them in there. Okay, so I want 4 Matte Ishidas from the trial deck, the blue trial deck, because when at the beginning of your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon with no evolution sources, you gain 1 memory. When you play against Rookie Rush, they're not going to have a lot of cards. They're going to definitely have a lot of cards with no evolution sources, so this is going to be gaining you a lot of memory if you get it out quick. It's only cost 2. You're going to get that back in no time. Another card we're going to mainly focus on is the yellow deck. So the yellow deck, what it does is, we're looking at Seraphimon, the boss monster. What Seraphimon level 6 does in this yellow trial deck is, when it attacks, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -4 DP for the turn. So a lot of Rookie Rush cards have 4,000 or less DP. You will take them down to 0, potentially eliminating them, and then you'll start having a lot of other triggers go off. Okay, so another card to have is Magna Angemon from the yellow trial deck as well. It's an inheritable skill. When it attacks, one of your opponent's Digimon gets -1,000 DP for the turn. Again, just trying to bring that as close to 0 as possible. And then you want the Patamon from the yellow starter deck because when you it has an inheritable skill once per turn. When your opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping its DP down to 0, you gain 1 memory. So if you have a bunch of level 4s with Patamon under them, you would gain a lot of memory just from attacking with Seraphimon, and you can use Seraphimon to attack the security stack, because you are not going to be worried about, even though it has only 10,000 DP, you won't worry about hitting anything except for maybe a Puppetmon. And you won't have to worry about anyone destroying your Seraphimon except for a Puppetmon as well. Okay? And then you want to bring in some Unimons, blockers. Blockers are good. I think we should bring in some Unimons. I want to bring in Salamon just because it's a level 2, and there's a reason why I want to bring in Salamon. I'll explain later on in this video. Tokomon, I'll bring in Tokomon as our Digitama for now because Salamon's a 2-cost, which is the cheapest out of all the level 3s, and Tokomon's ability is inheritable once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping down to 0, this Digimon gains 1000 DP for the turn. So it's beefing up. Basically, this deck is doing a lot of things yellow deck wants to do, reducing opponent's DP down to 0 and benefiting off of it. Okay, so we are in here now. What do we need? So we need some drawing power. Okay, so here's where Labramon comes into play. Labramon, your turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping down to 0, draw 1 card. So if you have a bunch of level 4s with this as an evolution source, and then you activate Seraphimon's ability to delete 1 Digimon, you get to draw like a couple of, you can draw anywhere upwards of 4 cards, which is great. What else? Okay, so we have the 4. Now we could use any one of the tamer cards that allow you to gain memory at the beginning of your turn. If your memory is 2 or less, set your memory to 3, right? You can use any one of them. Of course, you would want to use something that's a little more relevant, because something like Tai Kamiya, where if you have 4 or more evolution sources, your red Digimon gains security attack +1. When you're not running a red deck, that's not going to make a lot of sense. Matte could make a little sense, when you play a blue Digimon, but you're not going to be playing a lot of blue Digimon. So it's a toss-up between TK and Mimi, because in this deck you will be playing 1 level 3. Mimi's skill is main. If you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon in play, you may suspend this tamer to hatch 1 Digi-Egg, or move 1 level 3 or higher from the breeding area to the battle area. So you can use either or. You will have only one card that's level 5 or higher as a green Digimon, and I'll show you in a bit. But I'm gonna stick with TK because TK is, well, it's TK and Patamon. So, and then also we got the TK and Matt brothers here going on, so I kind of like that theme. So I'm gonna stick with that. And then we're gonna run 2 Volcanic Dramons because we're gonna forget. We don't care about the security attack +1, even though it's good. But on play, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 or less DP, which again, if you're playing against a Rookie Rush, they're mostly 4,000 or less in DP. We're gonna run one Puppetmon because Puppetmon on play suspends one of your opponent's Digimon, and during your opponent's next unsuspend phase, none of your opponent's Digimon can unsuspend. So that can save you a turn if you're in hot waters. We're gonna run two Magnadramons. We're not really. The on-play ability is good for the recovery +2, but we're not really in it for that. We could just straight up digivolve into it. What we're really aiming for is when attack, you may play one yellow level 3 or level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying its memory cost. So that will save you a lot of memory because you can play Patamon, which was a 3 cost, Labramon 3 cost, or Salamon 2 cost. So that's why we play a Salamon, because we want to quickly turbo into Magnadramon and then get those level 3s out that have the inheritable abilities that will benefit off of what this deck wants to do. So in order to do that, we need more level 5s, of course. We only have one level 4 and one level 5 here. Okay, so now we need to turbo into it. So a good level 4 to have would be anyone that is a 2 cost to Digivolve. I want to say Darkmon is a good one. Darkmon, your turn, when you play a level 3 Digimon, if this Digimon is suspended, trigger, draw 1. So what happens is you would attack with this. You would attack with Darkmon. Or no. Okay. I think what you could do is Seraphimon attacks. Darkmon's evolution source could be either Patamon or Labramon, but Tokomon is definitely under it. So when Seraphimon attacks, -1 of your opponent's Digimon to -1 of them for 4000 DP, making it to 0, deleting it in the process. Thanks to Tokomon being under Darkmon, you would gain 1000 DP, giving it 5000 DP over the threshold of most Rookie Rush cards, and then you can attack into the stack. So this would be suspended, and then you would attack with Magnadramon, playing a level 3, triggering the draw ability, triggering either the draw ability or memory gain. Oh, sorry, no, you would trigger that regardless with Seraphimon. But if you want to get greedy and you want to draw an extra one, then yes, you can attack this into the stack or attack a suspended Digimon. And so you would need another one, and because you are attacking, I think the Angemon from the starter deck is actually very useful in this scenario. So the Angemon from the starter deck is inheritable ability. If you have 4 more security, gain 1 memory. So you'll have this under Magnadramon. So when Magnadramon attacks, you'll play a level 3, and you also gain 1 memory because you will have more security, depending on how you play, because you'll have blockers, and you'll have Angemon to help you gain back that security when digivolving. Sort by level, so I know what. So you have 3, which is good, and then you have. So now we have level 5 as well. We just need 4 more cards, and in this case we just need 1 level 5 to make this work. So let's go here. A level 5 yellow card, yellow Digimon you want to turbo in. I would say I would use Sirenmon then. Sirenmon is a vanilla level 2 cost to Digivolve, so it costs 1 less than the other level 5s. That way you'll pay less memory, although you will be getting a lot of memory from this if you take advantage of this plus this. So you stack, if your opponent gives you less than 2 memory, you move it to 3 and then stack these memories on top of it if they have no memory. No Digimon with evolution source. If they have a Digimon with no evolution source, and then you can play all the big cards you want, because you'll be giving them very little memory to work with, but they will be giving you a lot of memory to work with. So yeah, I think that is the build. I have all these cards physically, and I'm gonna build this deck and test it against a Rookie Rush, because I also have all the cards for a Rookie Rush deck. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please like this video. If you like what we're doing on this channel, please subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos, or if I should just go back to physical cards only. Okay, thank you for watching.